Today we're going to talk about the alphabet in Spanish, el alfabeto. When is this going to be useful? Actually, this is a very important topic because if you learn how to pronounce each letter, then you're going to be able to read Spanish pretty easily. Because the letters, once you know how they sound, that's how they stay. For example, in English we have a long A and a short A. In Spanish, it's just one sound. So let's go over the letters first. I'm going to tell you what their names are, and then we're going to go over their sounds. I'm going to start with the first one, A. And then if you would like to repeat after me, that would be great. B, C, Ch, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, Ñ, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y. This one is also called Y. And then lastly, Z. Let me give you some examples, but first we're going to talk about the vowels. And when you think about the vowels in Spanish, think about or group them into strong and weak. Strong would be A, O, E. These are the ones where you will be opening your mouth. A, E, O. And then we have I and U. For those two, you're going to be closing your mouth. I mean, you'll still have it open, but not as much as with A, O, E. Okay? So let's go with A. Some examples. Araña, that means spider. Araña, that one has 3 A's. All of them are the same. They sound exactly the same. Amigo, you know what that means, hopefully. Friend. Cama, bed. Estoy, that means I am. Escorpión, can you guess what that means? Scorpion. Energía, can you guess what that means? Energy. You got it. So as you can see, some words are going to be very similar, so don't be afraid to guess. But going back to the pronunciation, make sure that you are opening your mouth. And another characteristic of Spanish is that the rhythm tends to be very short, staccato. So for example, O, oso. See how they're not very long? Oso, that means bear. Origen, origen. You probably guess that means origin. Orquídea, orquídea. Let's go with the other 2 vowels. I, igual, that means the same. Iguana. Impacto. And then U, uvas, grapes. Unión, union. Uña, nail. Let's go with the rest of the letters. B. This one is the letter B, and it sounds B, just like in English. Barco, that means ship. También, también, also. Bonito, pretty. This one is called C, and it has two sounds. One is the strong one with the example as in casa, casa. Or if it goes next to an E or an I, then it has a soft sound. Centro, cine. D. Dedo, dinero. Dedo means finger. Dinero, money. Nada. Okay? Make sure that you pronounce the D. In some words, such as nada, you might tend to go over it really fast so that it might at the end sound nada. So instead, make sure that you're actually pronouncing it. Take your time to pronounce it. Nada. Nada. So if you didn't have the na, you would just say da. Same thing. Nada. F. Famoso. Fotos. Fin. Fin means end. G. This one also has two sounds. Strong sound, gato, gota, guante. If it goes next to an E or an I, then it has a soft sound. Genio, gitano. So anytime you have the G-U-I or the G-U-E, then it's going to sound ge or gi. In this case, guitarra. H. The H is always silent. As in this example, hora. That means hour. So just pretend that it's not even there. Almohada, pillow. Hombre, man. J. This one sounds similar to the soft J. So it sounds jamón, viajar, reloj. K. Kilo, kilómetro, kiosco. And I'm not translating this because they're very similar to English, and I'm sure you can guess what those words mean. L. Leche, latino, limitar. Leche, milk. Latino, Latin, limitar, to limit. Elle, millón, llorona, llama. So the double L sounds like almost like an L, but it has to last a little longer. Millón, llorona, llama. In other countries such as Mexico, it may sound more like a Y. Millón, llorona, llama. And you may do that if you'd like. M. Mujer, woman. Más, more. Marzo, March. N. Nuevo, nieve, nariz. Nuevo, new. Nieve, snow. Nariz, nose. Ñ. Añadir. Piraña. Baño. The ñ is a little nasal. Añadir. P. Perro. Policía. Pasar. Similar to English, but not explosive, so it sounds softer. Q. Alquilar. That means to rent. Queso. Cheese. ¿Quién? Who. And you're always going to see Q, and then right after that, a U. That U after the Q is silent. So pretend that it's not there. Alquilar. Queso. ¿Quién? Ere. Rentar. To rent. Burro. Donkey. Reloj. Your watch. Ese. Santo. Saint. Sal. Salt. Super. Té. Same thing. It sounds like in English, but it's softer. It's not explosive. It doesn't sound like t. It doesn't have that little air that you produce when you say the T in English. Trabajo. Televisión. Teléfono. Trabajo means work. V. Vaca. Víctima. Victoria. In Spanish, V and B, they sound the same. They sound as B. W. Web. Hawaiano. Windsurfista. In Spanish, we don't have that many words with a W, and as you can see, some of these words came from other languages, such as the web or windsurfer. X. Examen. Extinto. Examen, exam. Extinto, extinct. Y. Yo. That means I. Hoy. That means today. Remember, we don't pronounce the H. Z. The Z in all of Latin America sounds like an S. In Spain, it has a different sound. It has a TH sound. But in Latin America, it sounds like an S. Zapato. Zorro. Corazón. One thing that I didn't mention was the double R, as in burro. This one also, don't worry if you can't roll your R's. It's okay if you say the double R in a softer way. Burro o burro. Zorro o zorro. Go ahead and read this word. Now I want to tell you what you should have said. Hoy. How about this next one? Nada. Let's go on to the next one. Todo. Nothing and everything. Remember to pronounce the D. This one has a lot of vowels. Make sure you pronounce each one. Biología. 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 This one also has a lot of vowels. So you can go syllable by syllable. Literatura. Literatura. Literature. How about this one? Pronounce the vowels as they are in Spanish. Pie. How about this next one? Oh, pie means foot. Peine. A comb, to comb your hair. Peine. This one we learned, my name is, or I'm called. Me llamo. Me llamo. And lastly, perro. Alright, that's it for the alphabet. Keep practicing. Adios.